So yeah, he hasn't done too many directed narratives, but like the ones he's had, they hit, you know? So like this guy maybe make a movie every 3 years. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but when I watched it, it was kind of like I'm not understanding this at all. Like I'm watching this movie like I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I'm not understanding it. And then there's about a point, maybe somewhere around halfway through the movie, I'm like, oh, 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 oh.
And then the other one is Final Fantasy 13 Versus, where it was supposed to be this really cool storyline and everything. No, that got made into Final Fantasy 15 because they couldn't fucking finish it, and it's not an amazing game. It is a good game, but is it the best? No, I cried a few times, but no.
And here we go. We are back once again with another episode of the Uncivilized Arts Podcast. I'm your host, Glenn Hazan, but I go by Bandit Haze in the online space. And as you can see, if indeed you are watching, I am joined once again by Lady Celeste Orchid, back from a tiny bit of a break. Not quite a break. Had to take care of oneself. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. But Lady Celeste is back, and yes, we are going to be hearing opinions on the GTA price, no disc, the PlayStation no disc from 2028. You heard what I had to say about it last episode. Now it's going to be Celeste's turn to give all her thoughts on all of that. Plus, we're going to be talking about to teach a lesson. We're going to be talking about Paracom. We're going to be talking about Blue Lock. We're going to be talking about Fullmetal, Alchemist, Brotherhood again, because I got for the second part now. But before all that, Lady Celeste, welcome back. How you doing? What you been up to? What's her guanin?
So hi. Today, as we are recording, it's 7/21, and that is my birthday. So I consider it one of the luckiest days ever, because 7's a lucky number and 21 is a very lucky number in blackjack terms. Also, 3 times 7 is 21. So 3 magical numbers makes my birthday number. So in the comments down below, wish me happy birthday, despite, it's going to be a future tense. But while we are recording this, please send me some love. It's okay if you don't.
All the love. All the love.
If you're there. Yeah, I've been slowly chugging away on my next competition piece. I'm very excited because it's my first time really competing in Denmark. So if you listen to this podcast before, I believe, August 14th, I will be competing at FanCon Aarhus. Last year, I was a guest. I was a speaker. I did talks on certain topics such as cosplay, mental health, and like how to break down a cosplay is one, like the other one. Oh, and I did a game show. So this time, because I am not sponsoring anything, I'm not a guest, it kind of leaves the space open for me to compete. And I don't have any awards in Denmark yet. I figured a nice event such as FanCon would be a good starting point because it is kind of growing in a sense. Their first year, they had like 300% capacity of what they expected. So, that's great numbers. So if I can win anything at a good, like, sized convention, I like that. So I'm really putting in some real effort here.
Oh,
so I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations and good luck, because that's pretty big. This podcast, this should be going out at least a few weeks before the 14th. So hopefully we can all cheer you along, whether in person or in spirit. But yeah, that's awesome. Cosplay, what was I about to say? Cosplay extraordinaire. And yeah, let's all nothing but good vibes for the competition coming up.
Right.
Aarhus.
Aarhus.
Is it Aarhus? I read it because before you pronounced it, before you said it, I just saw the words written down. I thought it was going to be pronounced Aarhus, like Toys R Us. But no, it is Aarhus. Okay.
Aarhus, yeah.
Aarhus.
You'll get there. It's Danish is not a beautiful language, and they admit this. They know, and they recognize it is not going to sweep anyone off their feet. So don't fret
Never say
about that.
I'm sure it's the Danish poets that have tried. Maybe it's got to be somebody, right?
You know, I mean,
a Danish poet
when
out
you
there
have
somewhere.
something as romantic as like Italian or Spanish, like when they really try, and it's sometimes even French can sweep you off your feet. Like, oh goodness, that was a mosquito.
You know what I like about French, actually?
Do tell.
Since we talk about languages really
Croissant?
quick. So French is it's an amazing language because it's so illogical, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I really don't.
You're
But it's
speaking
such an
English.
illogical. Exactly. I mean, I know where our language is illogical in a bad way, and basically most of it is stolen French. So there is that. But what I mean is that the way French people speak and describe things, there's such a creativity and poetism to it in their just normal everyday speech, you know. And I wish I could think of some examples right now, but my mind's really blanking. But it'd be something like, you know, well, I need to think of some examples. But I was learning French a little while ago. Now it's all gone. But I just remember, like, if people who speak French know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about. If you speak French,
no,
English,
I don't. I don't speak French, but I love French.
Way we describe things in English, it's like pretty like whatever, right? Just kind of basic. And not so that we can't be poetic or whatever creative. Of course we can, but in terms of like just normal French speech, there's such a poeticism to it. And it doesn't always make logical sense, but it feels right, you know. I really mean this as a compliment, by the way.
Understand this French literature, like, I'm sorry, all these words are really lost without an example.
I mean that as a compliment. You know what? Next episode, I'm going to try and come up with examples because my mind is really blanking on these examples. So yeah, that's my homework for the next.
You get a homework.
Come up with some examples of what I mean by French being a poetic language. That even though
I'm excited to hear it.
Feels right.
Leave us a like if you think he's going to do it.
All right. So yes, we're going to talk about a few things, but real quick about what I've been up to. I guess I've been kind of busy with, you know, regular life stuff and, you know, things like that. But I did manage to watch a movie called Romy and Michele's High School Reunion, which I've seen before.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a great film, right? Because here's the thing, I watched it probably right about the time it came out, maybe a few years after it came out. And I remember like I didn't really think much of it at the time. It was just, you know, it's the movie that you're watching it. I probably watched it because of Lisa Kudrow's in it. She was in Friends and, you know, that kind of thing. And I guess I thought it was all right, but I never gave it much thought. And then I just found myself like thinking about it because of the song, you know, like it's got a few songs in that movie that kind of stand out, like, you know, Time After Time and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. There's loads of great songs in that movie, by the way. But yeah, I found myself thinking about it. Then I saw it was on Disney Plus, so I watched it again. I was like, man, this is a gem. This film really is a gem. It came out in like 1997, so it's like
it's an old film at this point.
Nearly 30 years old now, like 29 years old. But yeah, that was such a gem of a movie. You know, like it was so cool, and just their friendship and how they supported each other. And they were kind of like, I get, you know, the joke is that they're kind of airheads a little bit and but just their whole kind of vibe and their outlook of life. And just the fact that they really didn't care about how people looked at them. I mean, they kind of did because that's part of the story, but throughout most of their post high school, they just didn't care. They just kind of lived their lives and they were just happy. And it's only when the reunion came up, they started like second guessing themselves and thinking about what they've done. But then it gets that point where it's like, no, we've been pretty cool and we do some cool stuff. And, you know, they played Venus by Bananarama. But yeah, it's a gem of a movie. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Yeah. 1997 gem of a movie. But yes, now let's get into the podcast. So before we get into all the opinions, tell us a little bit about To Teach a Lesson.
By the way, you didn't want me to talk about GTA? And
I do. But let's build up.
Well, you mentioned that. I was like, where are we going with this? Are we like
let's
train derailing left and right, missing our turn everywhere? Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
I've been
let's
gone
give the
1 week
people a
and you're
reason to
everywhere.
keep watching. We don't watch hours. Let's go.
I'll make it short and simple. Basically, they're taking away your freedoms to play video games. You don't own this game, but you can touch it. It's like, oh yeah, you can have this food for a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. You can pay like premium for this nice stuff, but you don't get to eat it because you don't own it. You don't get to consume it. So
Wait,
I
is
think
that
it's
to teach you
wild.
lessons? Is that PlayStation?
I'm talking about PlayStation.
All right.
Because you said before we get into the whole thing, we're going to talk about
All right.
GTA
Okay.
and PlayStation stuff.
Oh,
Now,
that's
are we
cool.
going straight into that? And then we're going to go, where are we going? Where
No,
is
that's
this
said to teach a
train?
lesson, and then I was like, wait a
Do you
minute,
want me to
that's
teach
cool.
you a lesson?
No,
I'll teach
you
you a
started
lesson,
now. It's cool.
goddammit.
You know, you started, so we'll finish. We come to teach you a lesson another time, or a bit later on. So yeah, you started, so we'll finish. Okay, so continue. I got
Video games
confused
are
when
a
I was.
luxury.
Yep.
Video
Right.
games are a luxury. Hold on to your physical discs, physical cartridges. Nintendo's got the smart thing. People who get a Steam Deck, as long as you make sure that you have the license to be able to play the game, that's where you're at. But do not be paying stupid prices for a fake disc to do a download of the game, because that's what they do. That's what it is now. And I know because I worked in gaming. You can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when I have real gaming experience, okay? Like in the industry. So a lot of things cannot fit on disc. That is just what it is. But the other part too is at a certain point, there are services where they let you download stuff. It's going to fucking go kaput. It's going to go away. So you have to really appreciate our old school gaming of, okay, Final Fantasy VII was 4 discs. Parasite Eve, 4 discs. Dino Crisis, 1 disc. Like, there's a second Dino Crisis. You have a second disc. And it's just like, you have to appreciate what physical copies could hold at the time. Now out there, you can buy USBs that can have 1 terabyte, right? So if you can have 1 terabyte of storage, why can't they sell USB sticks of the game instead of a physical disc? Think about that.
I mean, yeah,
Think
you
about
can
it.
definitely make them fast enough, especially with things like USB 3.0, 3.5, or whatever whatever number up to now, and you got that USB C speeds as well. So you could definitely make a flash drive that can play the games and load it fast enough.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Here comes the reason why they don't do it, and this is allegedly, so no one can come for me and tell me legally you need to stop. This is allegedly. They don't want people having a resale market, and they're trying to cut back on people being able to buy and resell games, kind of like what GameStop has with their buy and resale market, and same with other locations, because the publishers themselves do not make profit off of reselling games. So if you only have 1 license to give to 1 person, that means, Bandit, you're going to have that 1 license and you cannot lend me your game. And that's what they're cutting out. They want to make sure everyone has the license or the ability to play the game, therefore increasing sales numbers while increasing prices. And then you get less because it's not a complete game, because now you have DLC, add-ons, and all this other bullshit of customizations. Because guess what? In a real game, back in the early 2000s, we didn't have DLC bullshit. We did not. Well, maybe we did. I don't know the exact date when that fucking horse dropped in World of Warcraft, but the day the horse dropped, that was $40. It changed the scope of gaming forever. And then on top of that, we have League of Legends and all these microtransactions with King Candy Crush, and that changed the scope, the field of gaming forever. So it's no longer, okay, here's this Mario cartridge, buy it, put it in, there you go. Oh, here's your cartridge of Pokemon, put it in, play it, go. It's a complete, finished, full, done game. So it's like, yeah, it's nice to have new additional content that can expand a storyline, but at the same time, it's like, but what if I don't want that? Like, I never asked for that. I don't care about that. But you think I want another 25,000 levels of Tetris? Bitch, is the same thing. Shut up. So, no. So right now, I am heartbroken about the decision of like eradicating physical. I do like being able to manifest like this is mine, I own it, like I see it, I want it, I got it, as opposed to, oh man, it's gonna take me another 10 minutes to finish the download of Elden Ring 20. Like, dude, Jesus Christ. Like, let me play it. Like that drives me insane. Also, it does hurt physical stores. It does hurt like it hurts a lot of other factors. Same with like environmental protections and stuff, because like in order to produce like the cartridge case or the disc case, it is plastic, you know? Are they using recyclable plastic? Probably not. They're also using paper. I miss paper booklets inside like CD cases, you know? That shit was the best. Because then you get the little art BO and be all like, oh yeah, these are the buttons. This is like that. Then there's like random tidbit facts. You get to see the entire credits list. So yeah, I think it's in the publisher's best interest, and they're sadly milking out customers because of it. And I don't think that's right.
Yeah, no,
because like there's a lot of people who can't afford gaming, and it's just like gaming is a luxury. I get it, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of sad when you have like an 8-year-old kid looking at the Steam box and it's like what, 1,200 USD or something. What? How much is it? Is that how much it was?
1,200, 300, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, like I remember back in the day, it was like, oh my god, it's like $200 just for like the Switch, like not Switch, for the Wii. It's like, oh yeah, I got to camp out with my dad and do all this XYZ stuff. And it's like memory kind of making stuff. And now we don't have that. It's just, oh yeah, you make enough money, you can have it. And it's like, that's not worth it. And that is the tea.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of sort of factors to break down and a lot of things to consider. Like, you know, gaming is a luxury for as truth of the matter is, and that isn't to say that you just because, you know, that there's, I'm not saying people shouldn't want to play games or anything, but it is kind of, it's not a need. You don't have to. It is a luxury. It is fundamentally that. That being said, yeah, it sucks that it's expensive, you know, and it's gotten more and more expensive, and for various reasons that, you know, you don't really have that kind of thing no more where you can, you know, save your pocket money and, you know, go buy a games console. Well, technically you can, but you'd be saving for a very long time, you know. You probably get through college by the time you finish saving, you know. So it's a shame that it's kind of gone that route. And with the whole thing about digital, Sony abandoning digital from 2028. I mean, for me personally, I'll kind of reiterate what I said last time. Is I feel like it won't affect me personally because one, I play most of my games on PC, and that's kind of been digital based for a long time, just anyway. And for the few games that I might get on PlayStation, as long as it's reasonably priced, I don't mind because I've never been big into collecting myself. But, you know, I am not the only gamer, right? So just because it doesn't affect me in that way doesn't mean that I can't necessarily feel a way about it. I do have an attachment to physical media as I grew up, you know, in an era where all you had was physical media, right? And so I remember, you know, going to the shops and how cool it was to, you know, look through stuff and or to lend your game to your friend and, you know, or them lend you a game and things like that that you can't really do no more. Well, technically you can in some roundabout ways. There are, when I looked into it, there are some kind of ways you can do it, but it's long and convoluted, and you know, it's basically you can, but you can't. When it comes down to, you know what I mean, there's ways around it, but it's not a simple way. Anyway, there should be a simple way of doing it. Let me just say that there should be. But I think my biggest thing with the move to digital is that, and especially in light of the fact that, you know, if you heard about the Studio Canal thing where people who bought these movies on the Sony platform, because Sony don't have that license for Studio Canal movies anymore, even if though you bought the movie, you cannot access those movies anymore. And of course, no refund. So I feel like if we're moving into this kind of era where you can buy something and at some unknown time, it could be taken away from you, I feel like what we need to have is just more transparency on these things where right on the store page, before you even buy it, it should say something like, you will lose access to this game on such and such a date. And that way you can make an informed decision as to whether you still want to buy it or not. You know what I mean? Like,
that
because
makes
if
it
you're
a
still,
rental, you know what I mean?
well, I mean, that's basically what it is now, right?
Yeah.
It's
But you
basically what it
can't
is now
call it
because,
buying if you're renting it.
yeah, I mean,
It
they
has
use
to
the
get
term, but
returned.
really, it's a lease when it comes down to it. Like what you actually do is leasing a game, but for some, I guess, legal technical definition, they call it buy-in. But even now, the fact is that you can buy something, and at some point, it could be taken away from you, and you have no idea when that is. So I feel like if you're going to do that, then you need to know when that date is. How long do I actually have for the money that I'm paying? You know what I mean? Like if I'm paying £60 for a game, £70 for a game, and you're telling me I've only got it for a week. I was like, wait a minute, that's a bit. I might not want to. But the thing is, if I know, I can make that informed decision. But when I don't know, and I buy a game for £70, and a week later it's gone, it's like, wait a minute, I just spent £70 on this thing, and you just took it away from me. So I feel like there just needs to be much more transparency, much more regulations into how these things are handled, because right now it is so unfair towards the consumer.
Exactly.
It really is. Like it's not an even. Well, I guess it's never going to be even because corporations or whatever. But it's such the consumer's at such a disadvantage of when you're buying something because you don't know when it's going to be taken away. You don't know how you're basically locked into an ecosystem because you can't buy it anywhere else. You can't look around for cheaper deals. You can't let your get it from your friend who might lend it to you. Your only place you can get it is this one place. And then when you buy it, you have no idea how long you're going to have it for before it's taken away. There's so many things wrong with that.
I mean, the only one that isn't doing that is Steam right now. And them having the
Steam have been
box.
pretty good. Yeah. Steam have been pretty good. Even with their DRMs, like they've still been pretty good. Like GOG is DRM free. So that's even better. But Steam, yeah, they've been pretty good with how they've handled games, at least so far. Hope that continues.
I mean, I haven't had any problems, so. Epic right now, I can't say yes to Epic because I can't get into my Epic account to get my free games every week, so.
That's basically what everything's Epic for.
Huh? What's that?
I log into Epic every now and then just to see what they're giving away for free.
Listen. There's nothing wrong with taking what they're giving for free.
That's right. If they're going to give it away, why not? And they're giving some good games for free, by the way. They definitely give some good games. I've got some good games from them. So
yeah,
I ain't mad at it. Exactly. Yeah, every week they give away like 2 free games. And I'm like, all right, see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Exactly. So it's just like, do I need PlayStation or do I just need Epic? Granted, some of the games are passes. It's like you absolutely can play it for an hour and that's it.
Yeah. I did see like apparently a lot of people are kind of considering switching over to PC with this move PlayStation. I don't know how much of that is just talk versus how much of that is people actually wanting to do it, because it's not that you can't. I mean, games are games when it comes down to it, right? And if you've got a controller, you almost got a similar experience from one platform to another because the controllers are somewhat similar. But it is a very different beast, PC gaming to console gaming, because console gaming, for the most part, you can just put it in and you play it and it works. Generally, for the most part, there are certain sections I know, but generally, you buy a game, you pull it in, and it plays. Whereas PC, it's like it could be you might need to change your settings, or you might need to upgrade your
drivers,
card, or you might need to update this or update that, or change this around, or it can run on your graphics card. It's going to run a bit slow or a bit sluggish. If you want this effect, you might need this. It's kind of a different beast, and because of that, PC gaming is generally quite expensive, and it has been quite expensive, and right now it's even more expensive. Especially if you're really into high-end gaming. Now, if you're okay with medium-end gaming, you can do it you can do it a bit more reasonably. You're not going to get the super-duper latest, graphics or whatever, but you'll get pretty good playable games. But yeah, just beware. If you're planning on going from console to PC, welcome, but also, beware.
Yeah, exactly.
Beware. All right. So on a similar vein, then with Grand Theft Auto, their physical edition isn't quite a physical edition as it doesn't come with a disc. I don't believe even yet they've announced if it comes with anything else. I mean, I'm guessing it might come with things like maps and hopefully some other cool things as well. But as far as I can tell, they haven't actually announced anything. But all we know of the physical edition so far is that it's a box with a game code inside. What's your thoughts on GTA 6 doing that for their physical edition? That
That's
you just get a code.
That like they have that already for certain things, because you can do that for Nintendo games. You can go and buy a physical code, and that way you have the game. But I think it's stupid because they are saying this in retaliation to what PlayStation said.
Actually, this came out first, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard it opposite. So
first. Okay. Yeah, it was GTA 6, and then about a few days later, Sony did their announcement. But they're quite close to each other. But GTA 6 was first.
Okay. So that's how my newsfeed ended up showing me that GTA was second. So that's why I was like, well, that being said, I still think that's
maybe I couldn't
okay.
have wrong with it then.
I don't mind.
Oh, one of them anyway.
Anyone who wants to leave a comment down below telling us what news came first, GTA 6 or PlayStation and
maybe my news feed was backwards.
I don't know, because like sometimes I get like news that is 6 days old, a week old, like too late, and I'm like,
yeah, right.
What do you mean? I don't know what's happening. So that being said, I think it's fine because you can buy codes in store, and then you can download Mario Kart. You can download Animal Crossing. I actually have an Animal Crossing code. I have a Disney Infinity code that is not a disc. It's just like a nice piece of like paper, not paper, like cardstock. And it's got the note. And then after you use it, you can't use it anymore. That's it. So it's like if we're just buying a fancy piece of paper that allows us to play a game, that's still not a license. You know what I mean? Like I cannot put it back and forth. That's still the problem, So I don't have a problem with going into a store and buying a code guaranteeing me to have the game. The problem that I have is the deletion of physical ownership, and then at a certain point, we will not be able to own the games that we purchased. So, yeah, I hate this, what's happening to gaming, but I see what they're trying to do, and I think it's going in the wrong direction. So, yeah. Am I a fan of GTA? No. Like GTA makes me sick. I can't play it because of the camera angles. Because like if I have control of the camera angle, I will throw up because I can't make it so a way that I can handle it. Like I can follow myself all the time, but the second I have to rotate it to see the guy shooting me from my left side, like no, my mental health cannot handle that. Like my mental awareness cannot handle spatial recognition like that in a game. I will throw up. That's why I can't do first-person shooters. But I worked on a first-person shooter game, and it was okay for a bit because I didn't look down sight or fall down, so it was okay.
Okay, you might have just answered the upcoming question, but I'll come to that in a little while. For now, though, what was I about to say? So, yes, with the no disc thing. I mean, I don't like the fact that there's no disc. I mean, I'm looking forward to GTA 6. I would say for me personally, it doesn't put me off wanting it, though I still have to wait for the PC version because I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox. That being said, I don't like the no disc. I'm hoping that the physical version does at least come with some stuff, though. If it's not going to come with a disc, hopefully it does at least come with some cool stuff. Otherwise, it's like, why are we calling it a physical edition? You know
well,
what I mean?
That's the other thing too, because they have the collector's edition. Like, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Like, if it's called the physical edition, it should at least have a pamphlet, right? But mainly, there's the collector's edition that comes with stuff, and that's the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have digital, you have the disc, like the normal case and disc, maybe like a piece of paper saying thank you, and then you get the premium collector's edition, which has like, I don't know, like a car jumping through a fucking building. I don't know, but it's got a statue and like a mini art book. The game, probably the game with a special cover, showing that it's the special edition.
Even like a standard physical edition should at least come with, like, say, an instruction manual, maybe some information about the game and the development or something like that. Even a standard version should come with at least that. In my opinion, I feel like any kind of physical edition, even on a standard level, should have like the an instruction manual. And for GTA specifically, I say it should at least come with a map as well. Even on a standard version, it should at least come with a map, because they've always put maps in their games on the regular game. So I feel like if it's a standard game physical edition, if no disc, I don't like that. But at the very least, instruction book, instruction guide or whatever, and a map. And if there's like a special edition or ultimate edition physical edition as well, then yeah, that should maybe come with like a keychain, or I don't know, like some stickers, or I don't know, some cards. I don't know. So it should come.
No,
with some
you're
stuff.
asking way too much. Nope.
It's not gonna come with the world, but it should come with some cool stuff.
Nope.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Way too much. You're asking for a digital, physical copy that they cannot regulate, so you can't have a secondhand market, and you want stickers with an instruction booklet? Greedy. How dare you?
I thought, yeah, for an old. I mean, if it doesn't, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, my money's ready.
I will put good money to bet it's not gonna have that.
Well, good thing I'm not a betting person. I am. Think that bet. But yeah, I'm still down for GTA 6. I mean, even at the $100 that they announced the price, $80 for the standard version, $100 for the ultimate edition, £90 for us UK folk. I got my money saved. I'm just waiting for the PC release date. That's it for me. I just need that PC release date. Then I know when to clear my schedule. So yeah, I'm not going to pretend. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money. I don't necessarily want to spend that kind of money on a game, but GTA 6, I just got to keep it real. Like, I'm very much looking forward to this game, and it's been such a long time in the making. I like GTA 5 a lot. Previous GTA games, Rockstar just in general have a good reputation when it comes to the games they've put out. So yeah, I know there isn't any gameplay right now. They haven't said much about the actual game itself, outside of a few trailers here and there. But for me, the reputation Rockstar has, like, I'm ready for it. Like, yeah, it sucks that it's gonna be $100. I ain't trying to act otherwise. It's not cheap. I know that, but I've had my money saved. The moment I heard rumors that it's gonna be an expensive game, I was like, all right, put some money aside. Just put some money aside. So I've had my money saved.
Yep. Right.
And not only that, I put it in a savings account, so it's earning interest. Man, smart,
You're
man,
so
smart.
funny.
So yeah, I just need right now. All I need is a release date. I just need a PC release date, and I could clear my schedule.
Yeah.
But the question I had for you that you kind of already answered was, yeah, okay, I guess you're not. So you don't like GTA at all, or just certain GTAs?
It's not the type of game that I play personally. Like, the closest thing to Grand Theft Auto that I play is probably No More Heroes, but
okay, yeah,
I don't feel like it's exactly the same either, because Grand Theft Auto is really open world. GTA, like, No More Heroes is more linear, so it's not something that I enjoy. Like, I know that there's a story. I fail the story. I'm not good at it. Like, I recognize this is not my forte in playing this kind of game. Have I played it? I've tried, but it is not something that I'm like, oh my God, I have to play it. Like, I will gladly sit back and watch other people enjoy it through their content. So am I going to be jealous that it's not me? No, absolutely not. I'm fine. So no, it is not for me. Like, I'm happy for all these other people. Like, I'm happy everyone's excited for it. I'm just like, cool. It's not my game, but I can appreciate everyone's excitement for it. So there's that.
So, how can you get it on the first week?
Me?
Okay, yeah, you. I could. You're saying, like maybe not first week. I say within the first month, I think you'll get it.
No.
That's my prediction. Like, you're not excited for it now. I think once the game drops, 2-3 weeks, yeah, that money's going down.
So the funny part is I have a download only PlayStation 5. It's been dormant for years. I don't play it. I feel so bad.
Time to turn it back
Like
on.
there's the only game that's on it is It Takes Two, and it's like not even, we haven't even made a save file for it. So yeah, I'm just not playing it. I'm playing League, man.
Wow.
League
Could this
eats my time, and then I'm waiting for the
be a
next
game that takes you
Pokemon.
away from League?
Nothing can take me away from League. It is
Oof.
literally a leech on my like gaming life now. I cannot get out of League. Like I'm actually getting my husband into it now. I feel so bad knowing that like I'm getting him into something as strong of addiction like heroin. Because once you start playing League and you like it and you learn the meta and then you have actual fun with people that you know, or like you make connections with other people because it's a social game. Like you have to play with other people. It's your Grand Theft Auto. You don't have to play with other people. You can, but you don't have to. League 5-people team. It's like, oh my god, you fucking and like you rage, when it's just like it's just great because like it feels good when you kill someone. It feels good when you take down a tower. Like it feels so good playing League, and it's like a freaking drug because like no matter how many times I'm like, yeah, I think I'll stop. No, I go back. Like 4 months later, it's like, yeah, I miss playing League. I think I'm gonna play League. I was like, tap that up, hook me in, coach. But I like it. I really like League, and it makes me sad that I'm like so addicted to it. So, will it get me off into playing like PlayStation again? No, absolutely not. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I would probably go back and play video games on my PlayStation 5 because of League. Like I tried 2XKO. Oh god. Oh god, that was so much fun. So that's another thing. So
Is that on PlayStation 2K?
huh?
Was it 2XK? Is that on PlayStation at 2XK, XKO?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that on
on
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fight. It was a fighting game they did, wasn't it?
Yes, it is so good. I liked it. I didn't think that I would like it because I've never tried it until I went to Japan's Evo Japan tournament. And I was just like, huh, I guess I'll try it because there's like prizes at the end. So I was like, okay, I'll go try it. Like, I love this game. Oh my god. So I'm like, I guess I have to play. So
Right.
I'm telling my husband to get into it because he and I are both into fighting games. So I'm like, I guess we have to play now. And they
As
just
your husband started.
teased my champ Lux. Oh my god, she looks so cute. So excited. So yeah, very excited. Very hyped.
As your husband started skipping work to play League yet?
Not yet. So
No,
he's
that's
like,
coming then. That's coming.
he's like, oh, I want to play League Light. So he's playing Wild Rift on the phone. And I'm like, oh, just no, just jump into the deep end. Just jump in. You're smart. You're a smart man. You can do it. Because like when we played Pokemon Unite, this guy got deeper than me. I was like, okay. I didn't expect you to really like it, but he wasn't playing it the way that we needed him to play because he would focus on taking out the other team more. Like it is important, but in Pokemon Unite, you need to dunk points to win. So in League, you take towers and you kill the team as much as possible. In Pokemon Unite, you dunk more, and taking out the other team does help, but it is not the primary objectives. So it's like it's so different. So I just feel so bad. I'm like, I know you would be so good at League, babe, because you want to murder. And if you want to do murder party, play League.
Oof, well, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's a new thing that makes your marriage stronger.
It could.
Family time.
Yes. Yes. And with my 2 children, when they get old enough, they can be in the game playing with me. Then they can be like, Mom, you fucking old person.
You could have a whole
Raging at
squad.
me. I could.
Like the Orchid squad. Squad Orchid.
Well, I don't think we would call it the Orchid Squad because we have a last name, so we'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not gonna bait out your government name on the internet. So.
Oh no, it's already out there. It's out there. Everyone knows.
All right, fair. All right, fair.
I don't know if we would have that because we don't have it. Like when we used to do doubles in tournaments for Smash Brothers, I don't think we had like a name. I think one of them was Sewer Dolphins.
Sewer Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, we
okay.
were just making up stupid names.
All right, fair. All right.
I took that from a friend. It's not original.
All right. So before we move on, then, do you have any last comments or thoughts on GTA or PlayStation? You know, digital price, GTA's price, digital only. Do you have any last comments or points you want to make on?
So I hope that like the Ultimate Edition, the $100 version, is actual every DLC. Because like, can you imagine? Oh, look at this extra grenade upgrade launcher after Ultimate Edition, and you still have to pay $15 for it. After the Ultimate Edition, this is like, no, you don't get a pass for that. Like, you got to pay extra, including the DLC. And I'm just like, oh my God, what was the point of paying the extra money? So I feel really bad for people who need every single item. Like, it's not necessary. You don't have to. But if you got the money and you want to, doesn't mean you should. You know, like go get yourself like a nice ice cream or something. Get yourself a lobster dinner. I just think it's wild. And on top of that, like people have been waiting from February 22nd, and apparently the release is this year, 2026. It's only been 4 years. Shut the hell up. Everyone anticipating this shit. Do you know how long I had to wait? All my fan, like not me, just personally. Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to come out in like the same time as Final Fantasy 13. Do you know that's over like 15 years of waiting for a game? So y'all can shut the fuck up, because us fucking dumbasses who like Square Enix games gotta sit and wait over a decade to get their fucking next installment or what was promised to them. And don't even get me started on Kingdom Hearts, how it's the exact same carbon copy bullshit, rewritten, repackaged, same shit from number 2 to number 3. And we had to wait again over a decade for it. So you guys need to sit down and Mr. Anticipation, you don't have the pain of Square Enix fans. Okay. So.
It's actually been 13 years. But just...
No, it says, following years of speculation and anticipation, Rockstar confirmed in February 2022 the game was in development. Versus, the game has been in development since like what, 2009. And then we get it like 2019 or like 2024. Like, no.
Okay.
That's speculation. That doesn't mean it exists. That doesn't mean Rockstar gave you a teaser. No, that doesn't mean Rockstar gave you a freaking video of, hey, look what's happening here to Grand Theft Auto. No. That's what Square Enix did. Square Enix was like, hey, you like this shit? You like the magic shit that we do? Here it is. Here's the logo. Coming soon. What the fuck does coming soon mean? 15 years later? Oh, okay. Screw me then. I might as well have like an 8-year-old son. I guess I'll never play it. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you go and buy announcement trailers, then okay, fair enough. It's been, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a legitimate announcement from the company, because Final Fantasy 13 was supposed to have 3 different installments of 3 different style games. One of them is Final Fantasy Versus. No, 13, which is the main game with Lightning, the pink-haired chick, with the gun sword shit, fighting the fucking, shit. And then the other one is Final Fantasy 13 Versus, where it was supposed to be this really cool storyline and everything. No, that got made into Final Fantasy 15 because they couldn't fucking finish it. And it's not an amazing game. It is a good game, but is it the best? No, I cried a few times, but no, it is not what that I was promised in the beginning, and they changed it, and you can tell that they changed it. And then there was Final Fantasy Agito, which they did release. I did platinum it. That was an amazing game. And it's like, I didn't know that I was going to love that game as much as I did. But, you know, it wasn't meant to be like super hype. But, you know, I'm just saying, when developers drop footage content of like a game that is out there and it's coming, people need to fucking chill. Like the whole Lao Fei thing. And it's just like, you just got confirmation in February 22nd. Like, you got confirmation in 2022, and you're already getting the game so quickly, 4 years later. 4! You need to calm down. And I hope more people are up in arms, like, oh, it's a new game. Why aren't they more sexy? Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that I ain't trying to pay attention to that kind of noise. No, that's long. I mean, and then like, Grand Theft Auto does what Grand Theft Auto does what it does well. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to have all of that in there somewhere. But at the end of the day, whether it has it or not, whether it does this or that, bottom line is that you're in for a great experience. You know, I think when it comes to GTA. So yeah, well, I'm just looking forward to see what they do. I mean, it's a different creative team than the previous GTA. At least I think largely a different creative. I think maybe. Yeah, it's a different creative team, but I can't remember what the percentage is. I think, because I know at least one of the main guys has left Rockstar. So like, yeah, it's at least. But anyway, yeah. So there's different people involved at the top now. Is what I'm trying to get at, or at least a different person. Maybe one of the same old people. Doesn't really matter. The point is, there's changes. There's some changes, and that could be a great thing. It could be a terrible thing. It waits to be seen. I still have faith that could be a great thing, because I think, you know, they spent. Okay, so I mean, yeah, so they officially announced it, I guess, whenever it was, some years back. But the timeline that I read was that basically as soon as Grand Theft Auto 5 released, they started some preliminary work on GTA 6. But of course, GTA 5 became this massive behemoth, especially with the online. And so GTA 6 kind of went on a kind of a back burner a little bit, and then of course they came back to it and to actually complete the game. So it was kind of like initial stages very early on, maybe bits and pieces as they went along, but then I guess they went full force into making it in the last, 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been since this trailer. But yeah, they've it's like they got like some new creators involved, and I think they spent a long time thinking about it, making it, delaying it, tweaking it, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just exciting to see what it actually is now in the end after all these years. But yeah, my money's ready. My money's ready.
When it drops for PC, that is.
Yeah, my money's ready. Hopefully the PC release ain't too long away, because I think GTA 5 PC came about a year or so later ish.
Not too bad.
So hopefully it's about the same or less, but waits to be seen. Or maybe I'll get lucky and get a PlayStation 5. We'll see. That'll always be seen. But yeah, let's let's talk about a few other things now.
Sure.
Let's talk about a lesson that you would like to teach us. Yeah, so teach you a lesson. So by the way, I looked this up. I found something called teach you a lesson. Is that what it's called, or is it called to teach a lesson, or are they two different things, or is that just two different names for the same thing?
Two different things. Okay. The thing I'm talking about is called teach you a lesson.
Teach you a lesson. Okay, because that's the one that's on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just came out. So good. It came out in June, and I regret not watching it sooner. I didn't know that it was there, but as soon as I saw the preview, I was hooked. I got in it. I jumped in that pool. I stayed in that pool. I enjoyed it. I Oh my god, I binged it so fast. It was so good. Okay, so premise. South Korea, schools. There's a lot of problems in schools, as usual, you know, but there's a lot of bullying and suicide problems in South Korea that's circulating with schools. So the prime minister, no, not prime minister, the minister of education creates a special task force team under a protection bureau called the Educational Rights Protection Bureau, or the ERPB. And these people in the ERPB are able to use any kind of means to reform the education system to protect the innocent, which I think is like wild because every episode had a different case of innocent and like who's the victim and what happens to this victim and who is the perpetrator. And each episode had such a unique story, unique tale, like how the characters interacted with each other. And at the whole package of it, it's got a major, bigger storyline that you didn't expect. So it was wild. It's like, oh yeah, there's this person, and then there's this person, and then this person's actually linked to this person, and it was so well written. I loved it. There has been quite an interesting, I shouldn't say backlash, what like reception. So there's an interesting reception in a smaller part of South Korea. I just read this. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's AI. Feel free to tell me if it's not. But because of this, they're trying to create a smaller section to protect teachers from any kind of like misdoings from both parents and students and other teachers, and give more protection to like teachers. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, they do, because one of the episodes, one of the teachers, she was harassed like constantly, and even her private Instagram was like bothered by a mother who was so concerned. And the thing is, the kid was just fine. The kid went to school just fine, and the mom was like just bullying the shit out of this poor teacher. So it's kind of interesting. The main bully of episode 1, he used some of his earnings to put into bullying prevention, or like victim prevention, like victim aftermath kind of stuff. Because he's like, after what he went through, just as I don't think he would have been bullied, but through his time acting on that show, he really felt it. Like, if this is what someone else feels, like he doesn't want people to feel this. So he is being more proactive. And I just think that's so beautiful to have so much reception to something that is fictional. And, you know, it was originally a webtoon, but I think it's nice how they reformed it to be a commercialized television show.
Okay, so make sure I got this right, because I think I got a little bit confused along the way. So it's started off as a webtoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's now a TV show, but it's inspired real events to.
No, it's not inspired by
teachers?
real events. No.
Okay. All right.
But like
so
you can imagine that these events are real somewhere.
Right. Okay.
Like
gotcha.
It's not too far fetched.
Right.
Some might be, but like you'll have to watch to see which ones I'm talking about. Feel free to leave it in a comment and I'll respond. I'll make sure to tag me. But like most of the stuff that they're talking about, like when they have like the hot topic of that, the theming of the episode, it's like it's not far-fetched. It seems so realistic, or some sort of surrealism. So yeah, so it was a webtoon first, and the webtoon itself is a little bit more controversial and a little bit more prejudice towards certain things. Did I read it? No. No. I only watched the show. But do I want to? I think I got the gist. But it is a good show. Oh, hello. Let's mute that. Didn't know my new phone was loud like that. Cool. Right.
All right. Okay. It wasn't that loud. I didn't hear it.
Okay. Oh, that's
But then
right.
again, microphone positioning probably
Yeah.
wouldn't. Okay. So it's on Netflix. It's, how long is the series so far?
I think it's 6 episodes. Oh, it's 10 episodes.
And was it just the one season?
Yep.
Or how many seasons is it?
One.
All right.
One
So
episode.
it's called, and it's called
Teach you a lesson.
it's called Teach You a Lesson. Okay. Teach You a Lesson. All right. Wow. I might have to check that out sometime. I just might.
It's so the main character, Na Hua Jin, he's just so cool. He did an amazing, like, the cast is phenomenal. I don't think anyone is miscast in this entire show. They all did an amazing job at acting. And like, if our other person, Sweet Bundy, was here, I think he would enjoy this show too. I don't know. We don't know if he's coming back, but like, if he does, cool. Not, you gotta live your life. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. But like, I think he would appreciate how good this Korean acting is. Like these people sold the shit out of it. So it was good. It was phenomenal.
Okay, it's quite recent as well. It's 2026. So
Yeah,
it's this year.
Yeah.
Well, this is very new. Like episodes are about an hour-ish each, maybe a little over some of them.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, 10 episodes. So it's about 10 hours of your life, approximately. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah. Worth it?
It was worth it. It is so worth it.
All right. Okay. Drama series, Korean comedy series. Okay, wow. When bullies take over schools, special inspectors step in to teach them a lesson in this action comedy that reached top 10 shows in over 48 countries. Oh, so I guess a lot of people liked it then. I guess a lot of people liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me add that to my watch later list. Maybe I'll actually watch it later. Maybe. All right, let me tell you guys a little bit about a video game. It's an indie game called Paracom.
Okay.
Which I played a little while ago. The developers of the games reached out to me to play to give you free code in exchange for review on my movie channel. So a little quick plug for my movie channel, Haze's Movie Room. And so, yeah, I did it. I took a free code in exchange for a review on the channel. And I want to talk about it a little bit here too, because, trying to spread some awareness of indie games as much as I can, if I can. Now, this particular game, I'll say first and foremost, for the way I play games these days, I tend to not always get a lot of time to play games. And if you are somebody who doesn't always get a lot of time to play games, it's probably going to be one to leave alone, I think, because like it's definitely the type of game that requires you to be invested in it. I don't believe it's a bad game, but then it definitely does lack some features that make wanting to keep playing it a bit of a drag. So, for example, there's no map in the game, which a lot of games don't even need maps. And I think when I started playing it didn't feel like it needed a map. But then you get to a point where you're just kind of wandering around, like, where exactly am I supposed to be going? Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just don't really know where I'm supposed to be going. So you're just kind of wandering around, clicking on things and hoping something happens. And yeah, that could only, I mean, like I said, if you don't have a lot of time to play games, it's a type of thing that could frustrate you pretty quickly, as it did me. And also things like the ammo runs out, even on, like, I ain't gonna lie, I had to switch to easy mode. I end up starting again, switch to easy mode, and even then ammo runs out, and then you can go to places to get more ammo, but then for some reason you can only do that once. So it's like you kind of have to figure out. Yep, it's like I'm gonna have to start again to like figure out which enemies am I shooting, which enemies am I avoiding. It's like it's so yeah. If you don't have a lot of time to play games, yeah, you might find this one a little bit too frustrating. But other than that, if you've got time, it could be worth checking out on Steam. It's called Paracom. It's a paranormal activity role playing game. Definitely has some cool, ambitious ideas. Maybe doesn't always hit them all on the head. But yeah, I think if you've got time and you like paranormal activity games, paranormal activity role-playing games, then yeah, this could be one checking out. One worth checking out. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bit of a plug for Paracom. Now let's talk about something else Celeste has been watching in recent times. Another Netflix show, I believe, called Blue Lock. Tell us about Blue Lock and why is this relevant, as you said earlier?
Okay, so let me preface this by saying that Blue Lock was suggested to me by a friend I made when I was in Japan in April. They were like, "Oh yeah, Blue Lock's the shit. Blue Lock, yeah, it's so good. It's just as good as solo leveling." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Nothing's as good as solo leveling. Are you insane?" Okay, well, let me check it out. And Blue Lock is about soccer or football. So to both audiences, I'm going to switch back and forth and say football and soccer. And I do not mean American football. No, I mean soccer, which is also football. It is so interesting because we just finished the World Cup. And it's funny because they mention legitimate players in real life. And it's set kind of present day. So it's interesting how they have like all these special abilities in soccer. And then they take it from real references of real football games of like, oh yeah, this one guy did this like backwards flip and he like kicks the ball away. And it's like, look, I can do that in this anime too. I was like, oh shit. Or if you're at like the kick in corner, this one guy just makes a severe goal where it just like kicks and gets into the goal because of the extreme curve. And it's like, yeah, that's a real thing. So Blue Lock focuses on, what the hell is this kid's name? I'm gonna forget. Blue Lock focuses on a special program in Japan where they take all these promising, aspiring, like hardcore soccer kids in high school, and they're like, hey, you want to fucking stop going to school and you just want to be the best soccer player in all of Japan? Well, fuck yeah, come here and do that. And if you fucking lose, you cannot be on ever representing Japan. Like you're never going to represent Japan, which is like, that's kind of heartbreaking, you know, not being able to play for your home country. Like that's kind of embarrassing. So it follows this kid named Isagi, and he meets like these trio of people, and you can't help but to fall for some of these characters. I like someone that you meet a lot later. I like the cold stone, like cool boys. Is it a Sasuke character? Kind of, but like Isagi, the main character that you meet, who lost like the first game when you meet him. Like it's not a spoiler; it happens. It's just such a catalyst, and it's a really fun animation for first season. Second season fucking sucked, but it was great to watch the story progress. The manga is a lot further than where this is, but it's really cool to see like an anime that is based around football or soccer. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. I am into sport animes. Another one is Haikyu. I love Haikyu. Are you kidding me? Volleyball anime, soccer anime. Oh, let's go. I actually watch rock climbing anime. I also watch sumo wrestling anime. Oh my god. But this is my first ever soccer one. And like this, like football one, so good. The other football one that I watched was called like EyeShield 21. And now that I'm looking back, it wasn't terrible. It was really cute. I liked it. But is it the best? I don't know. I have to rewatch that. But this Blue Lock, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I got hooked. I was able to put it down, unlike Teach You a Lesson. But this is still a good storyline. It's interesting how it all comes together, how it has like their level up situations and how they like power up and stuff. So it is still your typical kind of like young male designed interest lead kind of thing. But it's not like they're stereotypical of like, oh yeah, now I gotta train 5 billion times and punch the air 50 billion times under high density pressure inside the chamber pot. No, it's not like that. It's literal like human style things that people can do. And so it's nice to see uniqueness, that it's not, oh yeah, I kick ball and this is how you kick the ball. It's like, no, I had to try to understand how to change myself as a player, or play with these people, or get these other people who are better than me to notice me. So I think it's cool. Anyone who's a big fan of soccer or football will enjoy this one.
Would you reckon you have to be a fan of football to enjoy this, or if you have no interest in football, you reckon you can still get something out of it?
You can, because I have no interest. Like the only soccer players I know is Cristiano Ronaldo. Hold on, the second one's coming. David Beckham. That's it. Do I know anyone else? As of like this year's World Cup, Erling Haaland. That's it. Do I know anyone else? No.
I think I can name a few more, but I don't have much interest in football either.
I don't care. I don't know it. It is not something that I want playing. But like after watching this anime, I'm in it. I'm going to watch every single, like I'm going to work backwards and like watch everything, because like I'm now interested. I need to know like who's a striker, who's like a left wing defender. Like I didn't know that there are some goalies that were like, yeah, I'm so fucking baller, watch me do this shit. And I'm like, oh my god, you're nothing short of doing gymnastics to fucking stop that shit. So like I have a new found appreciation of football soccer because of Blue Lock. Because of Blue Lock.
Because of Blue Lock. All right, that's interesting. Speaking of football, soccer, real quick, this is something I found out very, very recently. But you know, in America, people typically say soccer, whereas in UK and other parts of the world, they might say football, right? Mm-hmm. And this is kind of a whole thing. It's not soccer, it's football. You know, there's a kind of whole thing about it. At least in the UK, there is anyway. I don't know how Americans, they probably don't even care. But
America, they say soccer. It is not football. Yeah. Like it's so weird for me to be calling it football. I hate that, but it's soccer. Okay, that's what it is. But I'm not in the USA, but I am American, so I feel like it's correct to say both.
Well, here's the thing: the term soccer is actually British. So apparently, what happened? It was referred to as association football, right? Association football. And back in the day, English people or British people really had this, I guess, part of the culture was to shorten things. And so association football became known as ASSOC, you know, ASSOC, which then just became SOC, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is, also at the time, around about this time, it was very common to add ER at the end of certain words. That's where you get things like ruggers from. If you ever heard somebody say ruggers in relation to rugby. That's
okay.
Same sort of thing.
What the hell are we doing? Where are we going with this?
Yeah. So that's kind of where that came from. So sock became soccer. And that's literally the word. Soccer, it came from that. But yeah, it was a British slang word for association football. And then, you know, Americans were using the word soccer, and a lot of other parts of the world were using the word soccer. And then Britain decided, well, we don't want to be associated with those Americans, so we're going to call it football, and start calling it football. And that's when it became football in the UK ever since then. So, years later, it's like, you know, we grew up saying football. Of course, you always say soccer, and it's becoming this thing where it's not soccer, it's football. It's not football, it's soccer. But then in reality, it was called association football, and soccer was a British term that was used by Americans in other parts of the world, and then Britain decided, well, we don't want to be those guys. We don't want to say use the words those guys are using, so we're going to say our own word now. And and it became football. So soccer is actually an older term, really, and technically a more correct term. So there you go. There you go. Just pissed off most of Britain right now.
It's okay. They're gonna be
Hopefully
so
not.
upset.
Hopefully.
They're gonna charge you a tax. Just you.
I'm just saying the truth. I'm just saying the truth. At least we could take credit for inventing the word soccer, if anything. So we can at least do that. But yeah, all right then. So moving away from before we move away from soccer or football, as you say, we just had the World Cup and Spain won the World Cup. Was you supporting a team during the World Cup?
Personally, Japan, because of Blue Lock.
But Japan even in it, by the way.
Yeah, my brother went to a game.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so my sister.
Shows how much I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shows how much I know.
My sister was able to get special jerseys for my dad and brother, and they were able to wear it in time for their Japan versus whoever match. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. My brother has the clip of when Japan scored their first goal, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I'm like really hurt that now that I'm into now that I'm into football, soccer, like it's all over. I'm like, oh, I can't be there with everyone else. I'm such a late person to the party. You know. So I'll be ready next year. Or next time. I don't know if this is like the Olympics where it's every 4 years, you know what I mean?
Every 4 years, yeah.
Really?
Every 4, yeah, it's every 4 years. So the next one's not till 2030 now. Yeah, you got some time to prepare and to save, because those tickets are expensive. So start saving if you want to go to a match. Yeah.
But what about you? Did you have a team?
Kind of. I mean, I'm not big into football these days, not like I used to be. But of course, with the World Cup, you got to support England, right? So if England make it through to the World Cup, then you got to support England. But I wasn't really watching a lot of the matches. In fact, I don't think I didn't really watch any of the matches. Kind of tuned in a little bit, watched a little bit, and then kind of bounced out, and then checked the results later. I was kind of like that. Apparently, the England and Argentina match had a lot of drama in it. Like, I didn't see all of it. But from what I'm hearing afterwards, allegedly Argentina weren't playing fairly, is what I'm hearing. And there's some accusations of behind the scenes activities, you know what I'm saying, or things like that. I don't want to make too many comments because I didn't see the match, and so I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing people say. So it's all allegedly. But yeah, because of that, when the finals with Argentina and Spain came along, of course, everybody in the UK was supporting Spain. We're all supporting Spain. And then, Spain won in the end. So congratulations to España.
No.
World Cup champions of the world. All right. So from football to Fullmetal, almost.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So yeah, talked a little bit about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think a few episodes back, as I just watched the first part of it. I have now watched the second part of it. So yeah, just want to drop a few thoughts on that, and maybe if I get around to the third part, I'll drop a few. Well, I do want to watch the third part, so maybe I'll drop a few thoughts on that.
Highly recommend.
But yeah, I've gotten through the second part now, and it's definitely, in my opinion, a lot more interesting in terms of its story than the first part. The first part, I guess it felt like it was building up a lot to what's going on in the second part. And by the way, I'm going to try and do this without getting into spoilers and that kind of thing. But it did feel like it was building up to some of the stuff that's happening here. And now that we are here, yeah, it does feel like it's more interesting in terms of what's actually happening. But of course, I appreciate the build up because you can't just go straight to the action and it's kind of pointless. But yeah, I do like the new characters. There's one character in particular. I blank on his name right now, Lin, I think I want to say, but he was basically the guy that's from. He's from the Shing, and he's like the 50-second prince or something, or he's trying he's trying to get a gift for the emperor to impress the emperor, so he could be in good favor with him. But he gets introduced as kind of like a novice of. Well, I don't want to say too much because it might be. I'm very want to be careful what I say, but basically how they introduce him. Actually, let me just leave that there. Let me just say, it's really cool what they do with the character. Let me just say that it's really cool what they do with the character, and also like how with the homunculi and what they do with them as well when they go, inside. I want to try to say it in a way that isn't spoiling it, but also if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So there's that bit, and then they're there, and then you also find out more about what that is, and how that came to be, and why it's all kind of linked. But also while they're there, it's like you find out a true form of something, which was really interesting. And why it's like that. So the homunculi are quite interesting characters. And well, your favorite homunculi. Well, let me not say too much, but you already know.
Yeah, already know. If you know, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's and also and of course we find out another homunculi because there's there's 7 deadly sins, right? So yeah, it's like okay, all right, but I tell you I think my favorite part of it though was with Colonel Mustang, and Maria Ross, and when there's an accusation and a setup, and then how that gets dealt with. Because when it happened, I was kind of thinking to myself, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. But then they kind of log it out a bit where you're like, well, do I know what's going on? do I know? But then it's like, okay, yeah, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. So yeah, I liked that. I thought it was really cool. So hopefully I've managed to express my liking of the second part for Brotherhood without spoiling anybody who hasn't seen it. But hopefully, if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So
I know. How do I?
Awesome.
I am a fan of Brotherhood. It is a great piece of animation history.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching part 3 to see how that, because was it 5 parts? I think it's 5 parts in total.
Is it?
So
is it
5 parts? Let me double check that real quick. I think it is 5 parts. I'm just gonna check.
Is it 5 seasons? It should be long because it is so long. Season 64.
Why is it never on my screen when I want it on my screen?
It says 64 episodes, so that's potentially 4. Right? Is it 4?
Because it's like 13 episodes per season or per part. Yeah, 5 parts. It's 5 parts. So
okay. Yeah, so it's 5 parts.
It's 5 parts, and yeah, it's like 13 episodes per part. With the 5th part is 12 episodes. So yeah, not much more to go, I guess. If I can get through part 3, I mean 13 episodes or 10 episodes. Sorry, 13 episodes, excuse me. 13 episodes, they're about 24-ish minutes each. It's possible I could do that in a week or so, kind of see. As long as my week don't get too busy, then I think I can maybe do that in a week or 2.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't let me down.
Oh, speaking of believing in you and not letting somebody down, you know, when Ed sees something, but he can't do anything.
Oh, are you talking about the worst father in the world because he's not the worst?
No. Oh, no, not that. Oh, I mean, that was cool. That was interesting too. But no. The part where, because they're in the place.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
And then as they're trying to get out of the place, and he sees something.
Yep.
Because he's memory of the promise that he's made.
Yep.
But he sees the thing, but he can't do anything, right? And
you have to finish the series so you can say everything. Because I know everything. It might not be perfect, but I know what you're talking about, and you need to be at the end so I can tell you.
Yeah. And what's the girl's name again? The one that's also male, makes also male for them. You know the girl that Winry, yeah.
See?
She's
it's been years, and I know.
Winry, yeah, she's well, she might be seeing things differently. she might be seeing things differently, you know. But hey, that happens when you spend a lot of time with somebody, right? So it happens. So. But yeah, it's been pretty quality. It's been pretty quality. So yeah, looking forward to part 3. In fact, speaking real quick about looking forward to things, this wasn't on the list, but because I'm just seeing it on the Netflix as I typed in Brotherhood, it showed up. But there was a show called Supacell. It's a British show. It's on Netflix, so it'd be available, I'm sure, in America as well, because it's actually made by Netflix.
I'm not in America.
It's not what it should be. They should have it.
I'm in Denmark, but go on.
But they should have it all over the world, quite frankly, because it's a really good show. If they don't have it, complain. But yeah, Supercell, really good show. As a Netflix show. And yeah, the first season was last year. Sorry, a couple of years ago, 2024. Word has gone out that the second season has finished filming. They're just doing the editing and that kind of post-production stuff at the moment. So there's no release date for the second season just yet. But the first season was excellent. I'm really looking forward to the second season, and knowing that it's filmed and they're just getting it ready for distribution is pretty exciting news. But yeah, Supercell on Netflix. If they don't have it in your version of Netflix, complain to Netflix, because they should, and it's great. It's awesome. It's only 6 episodes. They're about 50-ish minutes each, so it's not even long, you know. But yeah, it's a great show. It's basically about people who have sickle cell, and how, I mean, it's let me back up a little bit. It's a sci-fi fantasy primarily, but the idea is that people have sickle cell or have sickle cell in their family. There's like a gene that awakens and it gives them powers, but they all have different powers, and they're trying to figure out what they need to do. And one of them could see like into the future, so he's trying to figure out how to get people together. But of course, everybody's got different ideas, so it's really great what they did with the show and how they bring it together. So yeah, second season, no release date yet, but almost ready. Looking forward to it. All righty.
It looks cool.
Anything you're looking forward to? Any second seasons or second movies or any second parts or even third parts to things that you're looking forward to?
Right now, not so much. Like, I'm mainly just seeing what's out there. I might try to go see the Odyssey, but other than that, I don't think I have anything on my plate where I'm like, I cannot wait till this comes out. So right now, nothing's striking my brain. but I will be watching some new stuff, and I'll let you know.
I want to see the Odyssey too, but I wanted to see it in IMAX.
Is it not
but
showing in IMAX anymore?
Oh no, it's shown in regular cinema. It is, but it affects it. I think right now I could only get it in regular cinema because the IMAX cinema is all sold out. All the
yeah, I
IMAX,
heard it's amazing.
yeah, it's sold out. So if I'm gonna watch it in IMAX, I'm gonna have to wait till probably next year at this point. It's just all sold out. So I might have to just go watch it in regular peasant cinema. And just like an actual peasant from the ancient Greek peasant. I should turn up to the cinema in my ancient Greek peasant clothes and watch it that way because I'm gonna have to watch it in peasant cinema. I'm playing, but cinema's great. Cinema's great, but yeah, I did want to watch it in IMAX, but that doesn't look like it's gonna be happening anytime soon. So, but yeah, hopefully I can still get to see it in non IMAX, and then maybe I get to watch it in IMAX at some point in the future.
Put that quid to work. You're gonna be supporting that movie.
Oh, indeed. But yeah, I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. It's Christopher Nolan, and I've not seen every Christopher Nolan movie, but the ones I have seen, he's pretty much hit it, nail on their head every time. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've seen a disappointing or a bad Christopher Nolan movie. Like even Oppenheimer, like granted I fell asleep during that one because not because the movie was bad per se. It was just I was just watching it and I was just really tired, and it is quite dialogue heavy. Watching a long dialogue heavy movie when you're tired on an airplane is apparently not a very good combination. So yeah, I did fall asleep during that one. So I have to maybe try and watch it again when I'm not so tired. But that's a long one, so I'm gonna have to make time for it. You have to book a day off work or something. But yeah, I mean, Inception was amazing. The Dark Knight series was amazing. Memento was amazing. He did his first movie called Following, which I don't know how many people know about by now, but that was a great movie back in the day. What else? I'm sure I'm blanking on stuff, but yeah, he's.
One thing that I know him for is
Prestige.
The Dark Knight. Oh yeah. The Prestige is great. That's a great one.
So yeah, I mean, I know there's at least a couple that I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen Dunkirk, and I haven't seen Insomnia.
Dunkirk?
Is that what it's called?
You haven't watched Dunkirk? I cried. It's amazing. It is visual storytelling. It touched my heartstrings so much.
Oh.
Like I cried. Like that was great. Like that was great storytelling. Dunkirk deserves every award that it got because of the lead up. It was phenomenal. And it's not a movie that I would normally watch because a lot of the things I do watch is like Disney animated, kind of lovey-dovey, maybe not, sometimes horror, but like military? Like why? And I'm like, you know what? It's there. I might as well watch it. And I did not skip a beat. I did not fall asleep. I did not get up to go pee-pee. Like I was watching, eyes glued. My attention was laser focused on this story. It was amazing. Dunkirk is good.
Did you watch Tenet?
Which one?
Tenet.
Mm-mm.
Tenet was the one with John Washington, something. Damn, I've forgotten his name. But yeah, Tenet is an interesting film because it makes about as much sense as it doesn't.
I'll have to watch that.
It makes about as much. John David Washington. There we go. John David Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson's in it as well. But yeah, that one's on Netflix, by the way, right now. So you should be able to. Well, it's on Netflix UK. I don't know about Netflix Denmark, but hopefully it's Netflix Denmark too. But yeah, it's worth watching. It's worth watching, even just for the fact that it's such a unique type of movie that. Like I remember my feeling of it when I watched it for the first time. Well, I've only watched it once so far, to be fair. But when I watched it, was kind of like, I'm not understanding this at all. Like I'm watching this movie, like I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I'm not understanding it. And then there's about a point, maybe somewhere around halfway through the movie, I'm like, oh, 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 you know.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, it's a yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a really really interesting film. I won't say more than that because I don't
You know
potentially
what
spoil
else
you, but
Nolan did?
all I say is keep an open mind when watching it and make sure you see it through, even though you might, hopefully not, but you might get a bit confused. I'm not saying you, but just in general. But
Mhm.
but yeah, just keep an open mind and let the film finish, and then see how you feel by the end. That's all. That's all I say. That's all I say.
So, going off of that, he also did Interstellar and he did Inception.
Yes. Oh, it
So,
says another good one. Well, yeah, yeah.
so yeah, he hasn't done too many directed narratives, but like the ones he's had, they hit. So
Mm.
like this guy maybe make a movie every 3 years. I'm okay with that. Like take your time for your perfection, because
Mm.
like Inception, people still talk about that to this day of like, oh,
Yeah.
what does that mean at the ending? What does it mean to do this? Like the storytelling and like actors that they choose and just the visuals and the music. It's like this is real storytelling art. And you
Mm.
follow along and you're glued to it and it makes you think. And Tenet's probably one of those things that make you think. Interstellar, maybe not so much. The fact that he did Batman is kind of wild. Sure, it's not what we're used to with the Batman, but it's also not like too cartoony in a way, because like there is a lot of Batman things where it's just like, oh man, that was dark as fuck. Like Batman don't kill, but that don't mean their villains can't kill and do crazy shit. Like that's how we got Heath Ledger's like fucking character, which I mean, R.I.P. to the Mr. Legend there, but it's just like got consumed by the role. That's all you can say. That being said, like, yeah, just Christopher Nolan. I haven't seen every single thing, but the ones I have, like Batman series, The Prestige, Inception, Interstellar, Dunkirk. I haven't seen his newest stuff, obviously, but I will have to get updated on this list. So,
No, for sure. He's yeah, definitely one of my favorite directors of the modern era.
mhm,
Has been for a good while now.
mhm.
Um, I wonder if you could find his first movie, because I want to shout it out one more time, because I don't
Follow me.
imagine a lot of people have seen it. But because it was a very it wasn't like a big movie, I guess, but it came out in 1998, and it doesn't seem anywhere is streaming it, so that's a shame. Um, but yeah, if you do get a chance to watch the following on DVD or anything like that, um, yeah, I definitely recommend that movie. If it comes on TV or oh, wait a minute, is it on Netflix?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Ooh, let me see something real quick. Okay, no, it's not. It's not on my Netflix anyway. But yeah, if you can get a chance to see it maybe on DVD or whatever, it's a great movie. So yeah, a little bit of a shout out to Christopher Nolan's very first feature length film, following. Black and white movie. So don't let that put you off. Worth your time. Uh but yeah. I think we are about the towards the end of our episodes today. But before we part ways, Lady Celeste,
Yeah.
is there any last things you'd like to mention or say, or any last points, or just or any last words? Oh,
Yeah.
well, that
So
sounded bad. I don't mean it like that. But
for
any
today's
final last
podcast,
words?
any last words?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Going back to
We're not
teach
on
you a lesson, I think it's really interesting how how a lot of people are like, oh yeah, education, like blah blah blah, who cares? Like, okay, you're just a teacher, and like these kids are kind of like so gone, kind of thing. And it's kind of sad because like you are the product of what you grow in or what you make of it, and like if no one else cares, like no one cares, and then if people care too much, then it's like you're drowning, so then you have no personality. And it's just like we should take care of ourselves in a way of like we should try to find things that do inspire us, or we should try to learn new things, or like I'm not saying become the next virtuoso, but if you do have kids, do try to nurture them. If you have nothing like that, then it's just like that's fine. Just try to be kind to people, or I guess. I don't know. It's just wild how much negativity was put into that show. But the truth is that they held back. And it's just like, oh, that's wild, finding out that the webtoon is a little bit harder. So I do have a firm stance on education is important, especially since I am a mother. And it's like, yeah, sure, I like all this anime and stuff like that. But like recently I parted ways with someone who looks up to me, and I can't have their negative energy of being so dependent, so lack of thought and critical thinking, and so brain dead. And I just want people to challenge themselves to not have like to find their common sense again, to understand critical thinking, and to have a original thought that doesn't harm other people. So having proper education, having proper thoughts, having people who care, and if you don't have someone who cares, or maybe you have people who care too much and in the wrong way, like you can end up being underdeveloped. And I think watching Teach You a Lesson showed a lot of different things of different people and just stories. So be kind out there and try to do better for yourself on your own common sense. Like if you think that you know something and you want to like actually prove that you know something, don't keep beating a dead horse. Don't say ketchup is actually mustard, just dyed food red. Like it's two different things. Please do some little bit of research before saying something so like ludicrous. So that's my last words for today.
Yeah, I think I could agree with that. I think we've all seen various examples of people just saying things because you can, and not necessarily because it's correct, or even if they even or that they even believe it themselves. It's just words. So yeah, research. Research your thoughts. Have an original thoughts and research it. But yes, thank you for those words. That was very much appreciated. But that is going to be all for today's episode of the Uncivilized Arts podcast. If you have been watching and or listening this far, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. If you clocked out a while ago, I still appreciate you anyway. So whether you watch us for a little bit or a lot of bits, I appreciate you. But do let us know what you think of anything we talked about today, whether that's about the GTA 6, whether that's about PlayStation, whether that's about a Teach You a Lesson, Christopher Nolan,
Blue Lock, World Cup.
Fullmetal. Yeah, the World Cup. Yeah, who was you supported during the World Cup? If you supported Spain, then they won. But but yeah, let us know. I was about to say, did your team win? But yeah, only Spain won. So. Words. What would you say about researching your words? I should take that advice. So yeah, let us know what you think about anything we talked about today. Agree, disagree, or somewhere in between. But that is going to be all for now. So guys, thank you for watching and or listening. And until whenever, if ever, peace.